Please welcome Premier Doug Ford.
We heard from Premier Ford today for the first time in a while. It's been more than a month since his last news conference here in Ontario, and a lot's happened since then. It was revealed that a number of cushy government appointments were people with close ties to Dean French. That's Ford's now former chief of staff. He quickly resigned. The Premier finally took questions, but did so in Lucan, Ontario. That's more than 2 hours out of town. On that appointment scandal, Ford claims no one really cares.
When I'm out there, I don't hear what the media is asking me. I know the media has their agenda and so on and so forth. I'm not hearing that. What I'm hearing is over and over again, and I cover Ontario from top to bottom, and I just hear, keep going.
Do you feel betrayed?
You know, it's becoming an old story, Jamie. I don't hear about that on the road.
I'm wondering if you still speak with your former chief of staff, Dean French.
No, I haven't talked to him in quite some time. I just want to wish Dean all the best.
We're going through it over and over again. So
Ford's answers don't all sit well with political strategists and pollsters.
You know, it's kind of media relations 101. You're going to keep asking this question until you get a clear answer. And even if it's old news, you have to figure out how to answer it in such a way to move on.
Ford wants to sell beer and wine at corner stores. To do that without costing taxpayers a bundle, the province needs to negotiate its way out of its deal with the beer store. Ford was asked today how those negotiations are going, though he didn't offer up much of an explanation.
We're working on that. We're going to come up with a great deal for everyone. We want to work with a beer store.
Ford also asked what he's done for low-income and homeless people in the province.
Amazon is hiring 600 people. They need people.
Then there was the question about what Ford thinks about the new Prime Minister in the UK, Boris Johnson.
I like that Boris Johnson. I've always liked him. I liked him when he was mayor, and I think he's going to do great. I've never been to London. I'd love to go there and say hello to him.
Ford, down in the polls, ended the rare media availability on this.
I'll leave you with this. Are we better off now than we were a year ago? We're a little better off. We're 1,000 times better off.
There have been some statistics that have come out recently that show that Canadians are better off than they were a year ago. They don't feel great about their schools having things cut. They don't feel about the amalgamation in Toronto was a great thing. I mean, there's a whole series of things that they don't feel great about, and they don't feel better off.
Ford's office says they're investigating all pending appointments, although the Premier today wouldn't commit to releasing the results of that investigation. Clearly, there's going to be more tough questions for Ford whenever he gets back here to Queen's Park. Richard Southern, City News.